been blessed and I've been cursed, a little more than my share. I left the crossroads with my suitcase full and another soul to spare. So you can stand there and criticize me, you'll never know just who I am. I am a healer, I am a dreamer, a lover and a friend. I am a healer, I am a demon, and I could be anybody. But I can feel it when the moon is full and Venus is in Mercury. Venus in Mercury, that was the very first one. And that was, I guess if you'd have to say, that's my one statement song about telling the world who I am. And whenever I get people yelling out cover songs, oh, play Freebird or play Jimmy Buffett, I play them that song, because that song to me is just saying, you know, I don't really care what you think, because you'll never affect me. It just rolls off like water off of a duck's wing on me. I am who I am, and I can feel the earth pulsing, and I don't care if you can or not. Venus and Mercury, I've had around for a while, actually. I've been kicking that one. I just have never recorded the right version of it. You know, I released it on a demo that I did a few years back. It was just a solo thing. It was just an acoustic thing. So when I was touring out of my van, I had something to sell. And I'd burn the CDs myself at my house and come home and burn 50 CDs and hit the road again, you know, and just keep doing it that way. And so I haven't recorded it with a full band because it has, it's tricky. It's not your normal song, so it has those punches at the beginning. So I got to have somebody that's the stud bull, you know, players to pull it off, you know, the way I want to hear it. Heroes who were hanging on my wall keep a watchful eye over me, and I am grateful for all my lessons learned. I have survived being me. So you can stand there throwing metaphors at me, and you will never knock me down. I am a word man, I am a bird man, up, down, and all around. I am a healer, I am a dreamer, and I'm not anybody. But I can feel it when the moon is full and Venus is in Mercury. Well, I moved out here in '87, and then I moved to LA for a couple years, and then I moved back, and I was here for the whole grunge thing, and I surfed that wave with my other band. You could go into the town, and you could see the town vibrating, if you will. You could feel the electricity, because you knew that if you went here, it was going to be a great show. If you went here, it was going to be a great show. If you went over to this venue, you had so many choices of great shows that it was hard to get around on a weekend and see everything you wanted to see. Like, the band I was in was nowhere near a pop band, but you know, we'd play 6 songs in an hour. They were 12-minute songs, and we would sell out, you know, a 1,500 seat venue, no problem, you know. And so we were surfing that wave that came through, and we always were like that far from the brass ring, you know, and just never quite could make that last leap into the pool of people that were getting pulled out, you know. And we were in a van traveling behind the tour buses. You know, pros of that back then were that, oddly enough, I could book tours way easier, because everybody was so hot from Seattle. If you had a Seattle P.O. box on you had to do it old school by actual mail and phone calls. If you had a Seattle stamp on your letter, it didn't matter what you sounded like, they'd book you. So it was easy. I mean, we went into Nebraska. We went everywhere. I didn't even have a place to live for a while. I just had a bedroom at a place at my buddy's house that I would crash when I was home. Like you said, you had everybody just looking so intently and focused on what was going on and what was going to be the next thing, that everybody here was sure that they were the next thing, because they were being told that. Like, we had many meetings with record labels that were just, what do you say, smoke up my ass. And then it ended up being like the bands that were down the hall that were your friends once are now hating you because you're getting the good shows and they're not. So there was this huge competition on that level, and that was kind of uncomfortable on certain things. It's like, you can't help what the public reaction to your band is, but other people hold you responsible for that, if you will. And so by being just even a little bit successful, some of the other bands who were once your friends are all like, oh, who do you think you are? And then you're not quite successful enough for the other bands to recognize you, like. So you're caught in this limbo area of everybody down here that can't sell 100 tickets to their show hates you, and everybody above 3,000 seats doesn't know or give a shit who you are. When the moon is full, Venus is in Mercury, and you can stand there throwing metaphors at me, and you will never knock me down. I am a word man, I am a bird man, up, down, and all around. I am a healer, I am a dreamer, and I'm not anybody. But I can feel it when the moon is full, and Venus is in Mercury.